Herkese merhabalar arkadaşlar. Tekrar hoş geldiniz. Ben Özgür. Oyuna kaldığımız yerden devam edelim. Birkaç günlük gecikmenin ardından etrafı biraz keşfe çıkalım. İnsanlarla konuşalım. Bakalım bizim için keşfedilecek yerler, yapılacak görevler var mıymış?
Please, please, you must help me. No one here will help me. Not one of these bastards. A child is missing. Oh, bless you, bless you. She's been missing for days now, and not a single is her name. She's about as high as your hip. I'm sick with worry, completely sick. And no one in this damn camp will lift a finger to help me find her. I last saw her just here, near 3 days ago. She was playing with her little doll, and I was washing out her tunic. I turned from her for one moment, and yes, of course. Here, you should take it with you. When you find her, give her the doll and tell her, Mummy says this is for her little chicken, and it's time.
She soaks up a steady stream of...
She ought to come with you then. She ought to follow you back to me. You are an angel.
Şimdilik hoşça kalın. Böyle baktık mı? Bakalım.
I'm not mad, darling. I'm not mad. Sweetheart.
She's gone, Farah. Gone!
Altın. Güzel. Buraya çıkmışız. Nasıl bir şey bakalım. Bu arada burada ekibe katmak istediğimiz birisi var. Lose. O yüzden Red Prince'le vedalaşacağız.
Horrible surrounding for an agreeable conversation, but...
Are you certain you want to dismiss your companion?
Your loss.
Konuşalım bakalım Lose'yle.
Hey, I know you.
Losa, the dark-eyed jokester you met aboard the ship, waves enthusiastically and dips into a mock elegant curtsy.
Back then I was Madame Josephine Gribbles de Pube. And you were...
Nazik davranıyor. Yazıyor hatun bize ayaküstü.
Iffen Ben Mezd, right? Glad to see
Adımızı
you
bile
made it.
hatırlıyor.
Nothing like a nice tentacle slap across the moor to set the tone for the week, eh? How'd you escape?
Valla ben de emin değilim
Me
nasıl
too.
kaçtığımı.
Did you hear something? When you were in the water, I mean.
Evet, bizi dirilten sesten bahsediyor arkadaşlar
I
burada.
heard the same thing.
O da duymuş aynı sesi.
Do you know what this means? It means I'm not the ogre.
Losa's voice catches in her throat. The joy drains from her face. Her eyes lose focus and her whole body goes rigid. She is stock still, waxy skinned, her eyes dark. Greyish-black veins run from her eyes down her cheeks.
Yavaşça sokulup bir nazikçe bir
Her
iyi
head
olup
snaps to you
olmadığına
mechanically,
bakalım.
and her eyes lock with yours, dark pupils dilated into great black voids. Light suddenly flashes back into her face. The grey veins drain to pinkish flesh, and her whole body relaxes.
Anyway, what were we talking about? Ah, it's nothing really. It's just, I'm just a bit, well, a bit hospitable. Put it like this. You've never been a host, I bet. That's because you're an infested clump of leaves on the side of the road. That ain't bad, though. I'd give just about anything to be like you. But I'm a roadside inn. Red door, flowers out front, friendly lady at the door beckoning you in for half price. Like a goddamn gold star inn for the disembodied. Now, isn't that just the question of the hour? I can't be sure just yet. I'll be surprised if it's a... So, how are you enjoying the joy? Yeah, same story here. Reckon in my case, they might actually be right, though. So, you want to check this place out together? Strength in numbers and all that.
Evet, olabilir.
It does, right?
Hadi güçlerimizi birleştirelim.
Before we head out, I've got more than a few tricks up my sleeve. So you'll have to pick which one I'll pull out if, when, push comes to shove. Lately I've been into the enchanting arts, but I can shoot, slash, summon, steal, whatever your little black heart desires. So, don't know if you could tell, but mysticism's kinda my speciality. Let's get into the nitty-gritty. Sounds fine. So, we're good to go? Yeah? Well, that was easier than I thought. And I'll do my best to stay myself. Lead the way.
Bu ablanın
Right, God. Will you quit dragging this on? Play that on, Lexi. Just hand over the goal.
petbol yeteneği de var. Burada bir olay dönüyor.
This is not your business, long pig.
Bununla benim
Don't let this moss muncher talk to you like that. Especially a cheapskate like this one. Griff already knows she don't like to pay her fair share. Pay up, elf. No one shorts Griff. Especially not one of you. Everyone in camp's got to contribute. For food, for protection. No exceptions. Especially not for elves.
Food? Protection? I have neither.
Just stand aside, won't you, mate? This is no business of yours.
He visibly freezes in fear, stammering a pitiful apology and backing away from you and the elf.
Ah, get out of here, will ya? Both of you ain't worth more time.
tırstı bizden. Ha.
The elf smiles and bows to you in thanks.
Ne oldu? Az önce domuz momuz diyordun.
Follow me, before more of them trouble us. There is a safe place.
Anahtarı takip edilmişiz. Güvenli bir yer varmış. Neredeymiş o güvenli yer abla? Ne, aşağı taraftan bahsediyor. Evet. Ama yol almadan önce bir de
As you approach the blacksmith, you feel a bony hand on your arm. Fane leans in and whispers in your ear.
If it would be acceptable, I have an inquiry for this human. It is of a personal nature. And if it would not be acceptable, well, that would render this entire conversation rather awkward.
Fane approaches the blacksmith and quietly speaks to her. You can't overhear much, but he seems to be gesturing towards her head an awful lot. Fane's words are quiet, but you hear the blacksmith repeat, "Face ripper," in shock. She slowly starts to back away.
What is it with creeps like you and Master Niles? I told him to slither back to his dungeon, and you can get too, freak!
Fane backs away, scratching his head. It seems that didn't go as he'd expected. He is lost in thought, though. She must have said something he found interesting. Amidst a crowd of screws, bolts, and scraps of metal, the woman is manipulating a glove-like contraption fitted with 5 long metal skewers. She doesn't look up as you approach.
And what you after?
Şimdilik buradan sıvışalım. Etrafı keşfe çıkalım. Vücut kullanacak bir şeyler var mı buralarda? Burada bir abla var, bir konuşalım bakalım.
Frightfully busy at the moment, love. Haven't got any liquor on hand, have you? This fella could use a little comfort. Why, look at that. Just what I ordered. Ain't you a peach, love? And old Dean here'd thank you too if he could. Poor fella over there crossed one of Griff's card sharks and got a club to the skull. Don't to be sure, but I'd like to ease his way out.
Güzel. 550 experience. Galiba buraya girmişti abla. O atın petball yeteneği var. Bunu bir konuşalım bakalım. Buddy.
The old dog looks up at you but doesn't lift his greying head from his paws. He heaves a heavy sigh.
I'm Buddy. It's no use anyway. You're nice. Emmy would have loved you. She was my mate for the last 7, carry the 2, plus 50. 5 years! The Magisters, they took her.
Sahibini
Emmy was always the smart one.
Magisters
I
almış
guess that's why they
götürmüş.
took her and not me. Nope, haven't smelled her either. She was real bright, you know. Had the best sniffer you've ever seen. I guess that's why they wanted her, and not me. Say, let me show you something.
Bize bir şey gösterecek. What is key?
Good find.
Şuraya bir girelim bakalım.
A little reprieve from the din outside.
Thank you for your help with that, thug. Rare is the human who goes against their own for an elf.
She bows.
I hear of no escapes. The only way out is through. Through the Magisters, through their cure. Thugs I can stand, but I fear the Magisters. It gives me great pain. I'm with my family. We are making beautiful magic. We are healing a tree cut down with great violence. The Magisters come. My family runs, but I fall. My son looks back. I shout to him to run. I am taken. In this cave, we trust the healer. She is young, but she sees. She knows more than we know. In the camp, the brute Griff rules. He who gives the bread has the power. Wait, before you go. I am not here without your help. I do not forget this. For you, a prize. I save it for a special occasion, but I can think of no finer occasion than this. Thank you.
You're welcome. Rüşvet verdi bize. Kapalık verdi. Şükür. 28. Allah kusura bakma da bok gibi itemler teklif ettin ya. Hediye olarak. Çöpçüymüş hatun zaten ya. Belli. Şunu da giydirelim. Sevgine. Sanırım şu çocukla konuşmamız gerekiyor. Moody.
Back, evil ogre, or I'll get you with my sword! I'll spare you this time, beast, but don't cross me again. Ever! You're really fun. Hey, I'm gonna hide somewhere in the cave, and you come find me.
Saklanmaç oynayacağız. Bir yapmadığın uzun vardı. Hadi oynayalım bakalım.
again. Ready?
Evet, hazırım. Aha, görünmez oldu. Çakala bak. Ama ben senin yerini biliyorum.
Oh, wow! You're really smart. I bet. You know what? I bet my best friend would really, really, really like you. Come on, I'll introduce you.
Hadi
I
bakalım.
know how
Beni
to
biriyle
spell
tanıştıracak.
introduce. It's I-N-T-R-O-D-U-C-E.
What's this? I found something.
My way is too small for you. You'll have to find another. Hope you brought a shovel.
Güzel. Experience. Çocuk delikten içeri kaydı. Don. Gönderelim sevgili. İyisi. Yakıştı.
Wither, this is my new friend. He's really smart. You'll like him a lot.
Please, small child, leave me to my ruminations.
But he's really nice and tall. Maybe he can even help you with that thing.
Why? A grown friend? You brought an adult here? Good. Good gods. Can it be?
Olabilir.
You! Tell me true. Stand you with the source hunters, or do you serve the tyrant Brachus Rex?
Brachus Rex. Bu herif ilk oyunda vardı galiba. Oradaki baş kötümüzdü. Yanlış hatırlamıyorsam. Yok. Oyunun ortalarında öldürüyorduk galiba.
1,000 years? Gods, the walls of this pit have leached a whole millennium from me. I haven't seen a living soul in all that time. What a strange notion. A wicked king it was. Brachus Rex by name. The order of the source hunters discovered a great horror upon this prison isle, and I was sent to stop it. Yet my failure was absolute. I am not fit to bear the insignia of the source hunters any longer. Please, good sir, you must free me. Prise this spear from my chest, where it has been stuck fast for the last 1,000 years. Seize the spear. End this degradation. I beg you.
Hadi çıkaralım bakalım.
Good sir, you've set my body free. Free to crumble to dust at last. But my spirit, blast! I remain trapped in his mouldering skeleton yet. A spell most terrible. I have heard of such magic, but have never known anyone so foul as to employ it. Brachus Rex, may maggots lace his entrails. After he interred me in this cell, he must have drawn my very soul away from me and stored it elsewhere in the fort. Thus he has bound me entirely to a but I know this place well. I could lead you to its likely location. In turn, you would find a path straight out of this fort. My freedom for yours. What say you? Marvelous, my friend. Marvelous. You'll first have to get inside the fort itself. There's a secret switch on a statue of the Seven in the courtyard. Surely you know it. The switch will open a hatch, and you'll be led into the prison's main floor. I suspect that within Brachus's phylactery room, you will find the container which ensnares my soul. He has likely disguised it well, but search there for another hidden switch. Brachus would have made me a supplicant, a slave to these walls. With your help, I'll die. At last. with dignity. I was fully briefed about this awful place before I came. My goal was to destroy the fiend who had been marshalling the world's most unwholesome weapons and magic into an army he intended to use against the realm. I never thought I would become one of his victims.
Oyunda çok fazla diyalog var arkadaşlar.
Here I am. Fort Joy is a dangerous place, my friend. Dangerous indeed. Brachus used this place to build an arsenal of terrible weaponry as yet unseen in our world. Here, he and his researchers crafted punishments
Oyun
and
işleyişi
snares
bu arada
contrary to human dignity.
fark ettiyseniz biraz
Objects
yavaş.
that could
Maalesef
contain soul,
yapabileceğimiz bir şey
ones
yok
that could purge the very essence from sorcerers.
bu konuda.
My order would
Yavaş yavaş ilerleyeceğiz biz de.
Boring.
Aslında mümkün mertebe sizlere oyunun bu sıkıcılığından uzak tutmaya çalışıyorum. Oyunu kaydettiğim save dosyam, ikinci save'im. Kendim önden oynayıp ardından daha akıcı bir hale getirmeye çalışıyorum oyunu. İzleyenler için sıkıcı olmaması açısından. Yani oyunun en akıcı hali bu diyebilirim. Maalesef bu konuda yapabileceğimiz pek bir şey yok. Şöyle kuralım bakalım. Burada keşfedecekler var. Daha sonra geleceğiz buraya. Kurbağalarla kapışacağız. Arka tarafta kurbağalar var. Şimdilik burayı kırmamız lazım. Çünkü oradan beleş experience alacağız. Güzel. Kılıcımız kırıldı. Hadi bakalım. Burayı kırıldı. Güzel. Daha iyi olduğunu taktık. Şimdi geçelim. Burayı bir keşfedelim. Diğerleri hop siz gelmeyin arkadaşlar. Nereye geliyorsunuz? Bunu niye aldım ki şimdi? Bırak beni. Bırak. Şu. Sanırım burada şimdilik işimiz bitti. Dışarı doğru çıkalım. Tekrar. Sanırım Mağla da güzel itemler
Hero's
satıyordu.
walk is never done. Except instead, of course.
Evet. Şimdi cloak. Evet, bu lazım bize. Bunu alacağız. Bulwark. Bunu da alacağız. Ama şimdilik erken bunları almak için. Burada bir quest var. Onu yapmak istiyorum. Kayıt aldım.
Is that thing
I've spotted
eating
something.
corpses?
Ne konuşmadan önce Hatun'u quest'in olduğu yere bir ışınlayalım. Buradaki ablayla konuşacağız. Yara mıydı ismi? Yarov.
You there, elf? I'm looking for an inmate. A smallish man, thick spectacles, prone to somewhat eccentric chatter. He wears a large bronze pendant with a dragon stamped into it.
Bunda quest'i başlatalım.
The creature heaves through lips gummed with human gore. It turns to you with great effort, pain apparent in every movement, and madness screams from its wide, bloodshot eyes.
You. Quite lost. Careful, or they'll cross your wires. Now, a little query. Where grows the yarrow?
Quickly, the creature gingerly takes the plant into his bloodied hands. He runs his fingertips over the white flowers. His panting breath slows.
Darling, dear darling child. Hello, yarrow girl. Can it really be you?
The creature clenches the plant tightly. His breath quickens. He seems liable to lunge at you at the drop of a pin.
You wouldn't understand. A father's pride, a father's love.
The creature begins to weep. Fast, silent tears spill from his eyes as he clutches the little cluster of flowers to his heart.
For you, my ring, heart of me, name of Migo. Thank you.
Şimdi.
Have you seen him?
Sahilde bir adam gördük diyoruz.
You have seen him.
Deli bir adam.
Tell me, where was he? And
Tarif edelim.
you're very sure it was him.
She inspects the ring closely.
This can't be. You said he was upon the beach, yes? I need to have a look myself. This simply can't be.
Evet, şimdi sahile doğru gideceğiz.
I don't think I ain't one. Mummy's right here. Where are you?
You there. You've just...
Şimdi seninle uğraşamam gelin. İçeriden girdi.
So, this is for Joy.
A delivery. Surely you'll have one.
Kadınla buluşalım bakalım. O da geliyor galiba arkadan. Şu kırmızı bayraklı. Daha sonra bunları öldüreceğiz. Mümkün olduğunca experience alabilmek için. Ha, yok. Kadın bizden önce gelmiş. Aha, ne olmuş
Don't
bak.
think of the ugly now.
Is that really you?
Little yarrow girl. Grown up, flower-headed girl.
What have they done?
She looks at you with hatred etched deeply in the lines of her face.
I didn't want any of this.
She looks at her father and manages a small smile.
As am I.
Daha önce böyle bir büyü görmediğimizi, tamam, görmediğini bir soralım.
It's strange. It almost reminds me of the creatures Dallas keeps at her side. Sometimes you hear a kind of muttering beneath their masks.
She reaches out to touch her father's hand. He withdraws it quickly before remembering himself and reaching out to Yarrow again.
I had no idea. What a fool I am. There were always rumors about the hammer. Dallas, that is. What she was doing with the prisoners she hauled off to her fortress.
Ha,
Why they never
kapışmamız
joined the
gereken
rank
adam.
and file
O
thereafter.
kapıdakilerden bir tanesi. O
I
zorlu
suppose-
savaş olan.
I suppose now I know.
Yavaş yavaş
Wait,
savaşa doğru
before you go.
hazırlanıyoruz.
You've helped us a great deal today. Let me help you too. I have a little gold on me, and take this key. I'll show you where you can use it. It opens a door leading into the fort that may help you get out of this wretched place. It isn't too late for you. Not yet.
Yardımcı olacakmış. Olaylar.
What's happened? What have they done to you?
Darling.
Yarrow girl?
It was her, wasn't it? The monster.
Don't think of the ugly now. Here I am. Here you are. Here we are.
What's happened? What have they done to you?
Darling? Yarrow girl?
It was her, wasn't it? The monster.
Don't think of the ugly now. Here I am. Here you are. Here we are.
What's happened? What have they done to you?
Darling? Yarrow girl?
It was her, wasn't it? The monster.
Don't think of the ugly now. Here I am. Here you are. Here we are.
Şimdilik burada başka bir şey yok. Buradan gidersek ne oluyor? Doktor Hatun'un yanına çıkıyoruz. Burada keşfetmemiz gereken bir yer daha var. Bu arada bunları açalım. Bunları kontrol etmişti zaten. Evet. Kadın tek oldu. Konuşalım bakalım.
Say, do all lizards smell like oranges, or is it just that crazy fellow with the pointy tail?
Portakal gibi kokuyormuş.
Another giant speaks, Quercus. No, never. I will pay it no notice. One of its troop has an air of nobility about it, but this one... Ugh.
Şurada keşfetmemiz gereken bir yer daha vardı. Ondan önce bir Onay'la konuşalım.
Go.
You leave me be. Just leave.
Kadında da işimize yarayacak skillbook'lar var. Şu tarafa bir keşfetmemiz gerekiyor. Merdiven yukarıda maalesef. Karakterleri buraya saklayalım. Beyne geçelim. Kayıt alalım. Herhangi bir sıkıntı çıkmaz. İnşallah. Güzel.
not to keep well out of sight of the magisters.
Daha sonra bu abilerle de kapışacağız. Şuraları bir temizleyelim bakalım neler var. Neler yok. İki boş. Beni aşağı indirelim.
Swish. The magisters certainly don't spare expenses, do they?
Security experience. Güzel. Bahsetmeye gerek yok artık.
The shrine depicts Lucy and the Divine, avatar of the 7 gods. You hear a strange sound, like rusted hinges creaking and air rushing through a tunnel. A hatch appears behind the shrine.
Kapı açıldı.
He has spoken. Lucian has spoken. The eternal
Olsun. Çok keşfettik. Güzel. Burada bir experience'ımızı alalım. Çok güzel. Level up. Vazoları kontrol edelim. Oyunun bu tip mekan tasarımları çok başarılı arkadaşlar gerçekten. Hakkını yememek lazım. Fein devreye girsin bakalım. Lockpick gibi kullanıyoruz adamı. Burada da bazı savaşlar var. Şu zillikle bir konuşalım.
Get that girl and her
Dostumuzu
head
update
sucker out of
edelim.
here.
I guess he's talking about you? Let's just see about that. Hey, loudmouth, what gives?
I'm trying to relax here, aren't I? Whatever's going on with you and your passenger, I don't really need it in my vicinity.
You can see it.
See? Nay. Sense? Good gods, yes.
You're a mystic too.
Mystic? Ha! Used to be a sort of demonologist, though. Was learning the arts, at least. Never did have much of a knack for it, to be honest. Studied under a real maestro, though. Learned this and that, too. Doubt it. Exorcism's a tier 3 skill. I was only halfway through tier 1 when I got thrown in here.
Come on, make yourself useful. There's got to be something you can do.
Well, I might be able to tell you exactly what's inside you. Might be any number of things. A ghost, a floater, a lucid dreamer who took a wrong turn somewheres. Let me try something.
He places a thumb on each of Losa's temples and one foot gently on hers.
Now, let's see.
Uçan adam Sabri ya. Kendini yere attı.
Holy, holy, holy. You ought to thank your lucky stars that thing hasn't turned you into a meat puppet by now.
Crick on a cracker.
You need help. Serious help.
Don't I know it?
Do me a favour. Get out of here and hie ye to the north of Driftwood. My old master was hot on the heels of something there, and if anyone can help you, he can.
Driftwood, Old Master, Hot Hills. Got it.
I don't dare say it now. Not while our guest is listening. Don't you worry. With something like that inside you, Loser, he'll either come to you, or you'll be drawn to him soon enough.
Tamam. Teşekkürler zillik. Burada savaş vardı sanırım. Hadi devam. Bu kutuların çok boş ya, değil mi? Boş. Main floor. Ya buraya koyayım. Pick lock.
Muffled sounds suggest that this scuffed old door leads up to the fort's main floor. It's bound to be crawling with magisters.
If we don't make it, I'm glad we got this far. Together.
Let's think twice about this. I don't fancy facing a mob of magisters.
We've come this far. Whatever's behind that door can't stop us now.
Evet. Burada da bir savaş vardı. Yanlış hatırlamıyorsam. Şimdi gitmemiz gereken yer. Hah. Aşağıda bir alabileceğimiz bir yer vardı sanırım. Açalım bakalım. Oh, çok güzel. 800 experience daha. Sen zehirlenmiyorsun zaten. Güzel, kalkan. Sandlose. Bir araya getirelim.
Looks like this place has been sealed up for a century or two.
There could be a good reason why no one dared to enter in the meantime.
Şimdi bu vazoların bazılarında tuzak var, bazılarında savaş var arkadaşlar. Tetiklersek eğer. Ama şuradaki vazo bir ruhu serbest bıraktığımızda bize
You
experience
sense a great whirl
kazandıracak.
of energy within the jar. From its depths, a faint voice howls. This must be the container that holds Lord Withermore's soul.
Withermore held his end of the bargain. We should hold ours.
It would be cruel to keep a man's soul when we could easily free it.
Who knows what power such a relic might hold?
The jar smashes to smithereens on the floor.
Şimdilik burada işimiz bitti. Waypoint. Meydan. Arkadaşlar burada biraz ara verelim. İzlediğiniz için teşekkür ederim. Bir sonraki bölümde görüşmek üzere. Hepiniz hoşça kalın.